Hey everybody, and welcome to a little update video of Fortress Camelot. It's been a while that there was an episode of Fortress Camelot, and unfortunately this is for a very good reason, and this is down to a very sad thing, and this is still the Planet Coaster bug. I basically can't play this park any longer because I seriously have crashes every freaking 5 minutes. As soon as I start to build, the advanced move crash or whatever crash that is going to happen every single time. But as you can see, the performance in this park is now so much improved because I put all the people out of the park, and as you can see, it is just completely smooth. We are running about 40 FPS right now. As you can see how the train moves and stuff, it's very smooth, it's really butter. It's really cool, unless I'm going to rotate towards this area, but it's still not as bad as it was before. We are still about 20 FPS, but yeah, we are not going to talk about the whole park, we are going to talk about this area. And I did have some time where I had a bit of progress, and I'm gonna show you this because either way you won't be able to see that in a time lapse because the footage is simply gone because of the crashes. And I thought, okay, I decided to just let you guys know a bit in this video, because there are also a few other things going on. As you might have noticed, there are a few other series running at the moment. I highly encourage you to watch those. Anno is running at the moment. Also, I went back to Parkitect, so I really highly encourage you. Both links will be down below in the description to go over to those games because they deserve a bit of attention. And so go over and just prepare yourself together with me for the next Anno, and also for some more awesomeness in Parkitect. But yeah, back to this monastery over here. Also, thanks for all the comments last time we talked about this one. So yeah, basically the whole thing, this is the monastery, that's correct. But this hallway over here, if we go in here, this is called the cloister, I guess it's called. As far as I understood your comments, and as far as I understood what I found as well, still we have some pillars floating around. This is the cloister, and as you can see, I have already done a bit of the interior work over here. I won't go too crazy with it, so this should be overall a very kind of subtle theming around this Leona ride. So we basically just have these hallways. I'm gonna make this all look a bit more nice, so we're gonna make a bit of custom floor. I tried to get away with these X, Y, Z fighting thingies, so this looks pretty ugly, so I'm going to stick those walls down into the bottom so that they don't intersect, because that's really ugly to look at. Yeah, I did the roof a bit. I will do some window shaping over here. Also, will connect everything over here a bit more with wood. Then I'm going to do this rooftop over here, as I started already, but as you can see, I'm not able to go any further because as soon as I continue building on that, it's gonna be destroyed. I can at least show you a bit of what I plan to do. I found those pieces from the vintage update, and they look like perfectly fine for these kind of new roof trims or roof texture. This is more like, I mean, this is, I don't even know what this is, or I don't, you know, these are these kind of decorative pieces, but I don't want to click on it because I'm afraid that the game will crash as soon as I choose one piece and it's going into the advanced move tool. It's gonna be crashing, so I try to avoid that. But I thought this would be, it really looks like sin or something, or like really this kind of old metal they also use for these roof kind of things, which turns into this really, is it messing? I don't even know, but yeah, I think I just, it's copper. No, it's copper. I wanted to say it's copper. It's kind of a copper roof. That's what I was aiming for. And I think this texture just fits in so well. Then I just do this little fencing over here, which is basically just the border between those two to make kind of a nice seamless integration when I'm going to copy that around. But yeah, basically that's it, what we're going to do. Then what I still need to do, and I hope that we get a bug fix quite soon, so I'm able to do that before I go on honeymoon. So this is at least the target. Still, we have to do this bridge over here. This will be a bit nicer. I wanted to make this bridge also we have like a little bit of a also make it look a bit more like a hallway, have a little bit of a roof on top of it. So pretty nice little bridge over here, which looked a bit more decent than just having a small stone bridge. This area over here, you can see I blocked already these areas out, will feature 2 more houses, even though these houses won't get any interior. They are just blank shapes, and that's it, just like a little bit of a facade. And oops, what's going on? Okay, it's autosave. I'm not moving at all because I'm afraid something else will happen. Okay, nothing happened yet. Okay, then I have to redo the custom supporting a bit, because now as we have the pieces, we are going to do this definitely. And then if we go into this smith house over here, you can see I definitely have to theme that a bit more like it is right now. So we have the kind of ferns already over here, but we need a few props in here, make kind of the whole bottom look a bit more nice, kind of make maybe a toolbar over here that it also looks a bit more nice, as if this would be really a smithy. But yeah, as soon as we have those two buildings in place, this is basically everything about this whole city. Then we're gonna make a little fisherman's hut over here, and after this it's all a bit more detail work, which is then only about, yeah, just filling all the gaps with some props and stuff. And then I think these things can be done in through 2 episodes, I guess. I mean, I had a little episode showing you guys a bit more in detail this area already, but I felt like I have to do this because yeah, all the stuff, all the progress I made over here is just basically lost, which is a bit unfortunate, but yeah. And then we're good to go. Just one more episode, make this all look a bit more destroyed and rubbish and whatsoever. I also like how the water looks over here. It looks really, really greenish, which is nice, like with all the mist going on in the interior. Yeah, but anyways, I'm going to try now to give this ride a ride. Where is it basically? Is it in the station again? Okay, it's starting right now. So we are going to have a ride at this coaster over here, and hopefully, guys, maybe, I can't promise anything, but maybe there will be another time-lapse video of the whole series so far. It's like a hyper time-lapse. I did this once with, I guess, was it the Arabian area? I don't know, but I think maybe I'm going to make a hyperspace build with a little bit of music in the back, and maybe to fill the gap, and hopefully you guys will enjoy that. But yeah, as far as this video concerns, I think it's pretty much done, because there is not much more to talk about. It should just be a very small update video, as you can now see how the coaster is in action. And I guess I haven't had a clean POV like that already. It's pretty clean though, I have to say. Like, lowest FPS is 22, which is over here. Oh no, we're dropping to 18. So it's not as smooth as it could be. But you can get a good idea of how the coaster behaves, and I'm pretty happy with it so far. I haven't expected this coaster turnout to be so great. In terms of layout, this is kind of a very, you know, it's a very unknown field, so to say, because there is literally no coaster of this kind in this world already. The only monorail coaster we have right now is Wonder Woman, and I think it's Wonder Woman Golden Lasso, and what was the other one called? Which is basically the same layout and just inverse or mirrored or whatsoever. How's this even called? I forgot how the other one is called. But yeah, those two are the only ones existing right now, and these are single trains, like with a single seater, while this one is a double seater. And I'm not talking about the little drink which is made out of apples. I'm talking about a seater, which is, yeah, as you can see. So yeah, there is not that kind of track in the real world, so I'm pretty much going in a new unknown land with the layout. But I think it feels kind of natural. I mean, it's more like Fantasia landish, which is really tight into the area, so it's not that kind of very nice coaster layout. If you just go into like a very nice and compact layout, then this one is crap, but that's not what I was aiming for. The whole layout was constructed around or within or just like completely with the whole area, so there's not that single element of theming which came into it later. It was all planned in one go, so that's why the coaster layout is a bit more spread than it would be usually. But yeah, I think in general the speed is good, the pacing is good, the overall elements are good. Maybe this overbanked turn is a bit too much overbanked. I don't know. I will fix a few things in the end. Maybe this is also a bit too much banked. This helix over here, but I have no clue of what. But yeah, don't judge me about this. But yeah, I think that's pretty much everything we can talk about. Maybe I'm just going to give you a nice last shot of this area. So if we just go over here, I still like it. I mean, hopefully you are not bored, because it's basically again just an episode to show you the progress in real time. I'm really sorry. I would have loved to give you a bit more of a time lapse, because basically I sat down for 2 hours yesterday and tried to make this, but it took me 2 hours actually to reboot the game 5 to 6 times because it always freezed. So yeah, it's a bit unfortunate, but there is another project, and maybe that's the last thing I'm going to say, because there is still the summer competition, is it even called a summer competition? It's a competition, the vintage DLC competition of Planet Coaster is going on their channel. You have to build a little, very small, vintage-inspired park where you have to place down a few of the vintage assets to take part, and you can win a vintage-made poster signed by all the Frontier employees, as far as I understood the prize. So I think it's a very nice prize, even though I don't really know what it is, but that's just me not reading carefully enough, I guess. But yeah, I'm entering as well. There is kind of a secret project going on. You can expect the first, or like the final product going on the 8th, because that's the finishing day of the competition, or like the last day of possible entry. And then there will be the making of with a few episodes later on, spread over the next couple of days afterwards. And yeah, then we are pretty much back into hopefully a more or less normal schedule with an episode each week of Studios and Fortress Camelot. So that's about it with the little update, guys. Hope you enjoyed that one. As always, if you like that video, if you like the channel, give it a thumbs up, and also make sure to subscribe if you haven't already. Really helps me out. Make sure also to hit that bell if you want to be notified when there is a video going on. At the moment, you won't be annoyed too much from me, because there are not too many videos at the moment, but yeah, there will be plenty more in the future. As always, guys, have a nice day and see you in the next one. Bye bye. We should be hiding out wherever we may find